increased speed and agility, dominating strength and power, injury prevention through flexibility and mobility, first step quickness and explosion, weight training technique, nutrition counseling, a system for optimal training that's been tested and proven successful on over 20,000 participants in more than 20 different countries. At Athletic Revolution of Hendersonville, athletes ages 6 to 18 are trained by Youth Fitness certified trainers, giving young athletes the edge they need to be their best. Athletic Revolution of Hendersonville can be reached at 615-330-2098 or check them out online at www.arhendersonville.com.
Right there, all day long. Good, good.
Father was a head coach and football coach, and my brother and I just kind of grew up with that in our household, and saw the impact that a coach could have on a young man's life. And it was something that I never really planned on doing, but it's something that I knew that I wanted to get into at one point in my life, and 16 years ago had that opportunity.
After playing offensive guard at Tennessee Tech, Mark Williams began his coaching career in 2000 as an assistant coach at Shelbyville Central, followed by Gallatin, Blackman, and Smyrna High School. Williams returned to Gallatin High School as the offensive coordinator in 2011 and then became the Green Wave head coach in 2012.
Every coach, I believe, that's a high school coach got into it for one purpose, and that's to help kids. And at the end of the day, that's what our job is to help kids, whether that be in the classroom, whether that be on the field. And it could be personal issues they're dealing with. And that just gives me a great sense of pride and lets me know that I'm doing the right thing in the world.
Personal responsibility in developing excellence. In other words, Green Wave Pride is something that Coach Williams has been implementing into the lives of these football players here at Gallatin High School for the past 5 years now.
Since becoming a head coach, I'd say just discipline, the little things that you learn as you go along. It's not as much on the field stuff as it is off the field stuff that you deal with. There's a lot more parent contacts that you have to do. You want to have that repertoire and that availability to parents, and it's just something that you learn, you grow as you go, and one day you feel like you got it, but there's always something new that'll trip you up, but we just learn as we go.
And behind every extraordinary coach is a family who supports and encourages him.
It's something that my wife has been great about over the years. She's one of my biggest supporters, and she's one of the biggest football fans as well, and so it's just a great family dynamic. I love being around my two kids. Football season obviously takes every coach doesn't get to see their kids as much, so you try to spend as much time in the off season with them as you can, but just being around family is one of the biggest joys I have.
For Coach Williams, football is more than just a game, but an opportunity for boys to mature into young men from the lessons learned on and off the field.
To have great character, to be high moral people, and just be dependable. When we talk about there is life beyond football, you're going to have a family that depends on you, and you've got to have that character and that responsibility, and we hope the things that we teach them here will carry them through that. Seeing the young men go out in the community and be productive members of society, that tells me as a coach that you've succeeded at some point. Coaches don't do it all. Moms and dads and grandparents and aunts and uncles have a lot to do with that at home. But if you had just a little bit to do with that success, it makes you feel good.
With Tennessee High School football, I'm Jacqueline Wallace.